treating the ability to encrypt your communications to make them secret or private as you communicate with people online. They were treating that as a weapon and saying you couldn't export this code without getting a license from the government and all kinds of craziness. But the Communications Decency Act, the idea that there would be obscenity regulations, some years ago you may remember.
Sam, I am such a worried man, trying to live the best I can.
Constitution ads on it.
Sam, I am seeing all or nothing in the dark. My eyes been true to you, done stumbling.
These kind of things can be said on.
Sam, I am such a lazy fan. When the point spread gets too far and few between. Sam, you took away my breath and left me here to bleed to death. Done suffering.
They go, well, the internet is global, it's international, therefore it's interstate commerce, and so we're going to regulate this as if you're, shipping bushels of corn.
Sam, I am such a lonely man alone, only waiting on a dream. Sam, I was always hoping to discover under everything we know is true. It isn't really what it seems at all. So much is really just made up. And all that's real is really only make-believe. I face just stared at the dark upon the dawn. I'll wander on from here on out. My eyes too blind to see.
Destroyed some piece of infrastructure. They have caused harm to someone. Somebody died, they plotted a murder or whatever. You take them to
Sam, I am such a frightened man, making up a brave new world to make believe. Sam, I have been hiding round the corner in my mind, minding my business on my knees. Sam, the answers have been blowing on the wind for longer now than any could conceive of. Sam, you left my soul out in the cold, around the corner where my body, growing old now, longs to be.
All of these guys have different regulatory authorities, whether it's the FCC in the United States or Roskomnadzor in Russia, and you cannot substitute their judgment for the judgment of a jury, for the judgment of the people and the public broadly. And I think it's dangerous that we are trying.
Sam, I am such a helpless man, misguided in God's streets of suffering. Man to man, could I take you by your hand, divinely leading you towards eternity? Sam, I know the moment that you go, I'll feel relief, and even though I know all of this, I'll smile and still believe. Sam, I am so happy having had the chance to hold you. Go be brave.
Want to run a social media platform, other than what we're talking about, putting people in danger, doxing people, threatening people's lives, doing things that can cause direct harm to people. But the ability to express yourself in controversial ways, shouldn't we extend First Amendment protection?
Sam, I am
social media.
Finally finding freedom in a heart so heavy from defeat. Sam, I think you've changed my ways of being without truly perceiving all your selfishness and loneliness. Sam, I am finally finding freedom in a heart so heavy from defeat. Sam, I think you've changed my ways of being without truly perceiving all you've done to make me more or less complete. Sam, I'm grieving out of selfishness, a lonely ship out lost upon the sea. Yeah. Sam, I see the demon of my death on the horizon, the life I have left worthwhile to live.
And then there's a country, let's say there's a website in Belgium that's now bound by American laws, that's bound by this. Twitter can't ban this person even though they're against them. It seems like...
But isn't that a different argument, though? Because all these companies we're talking about, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, are all based in America. Now, I agree, imposing American First Amendment rights on a country
particularly if the U.S. starts changing laws. This is the interesting thing about internet companies, is they can
Right. Would that be their loophole?